I still remember my first chiropractic visit as a patient. Many of you know that I was involved in a car accident and the orthopedic surgeon from the hospital referred me to his chiropractor. Well, at that meeting, that chiropractor was sharing with me the natural holistic concepts towards healing. See, I was trained traditional, so all I knew that primarily pharmaceuticals and maybe a possible surgery were the main two methods that traditional healthcare actually takes care of all of us and our health. And maybe that's why we're in a healthcare crisis, because it's not the only way that one can heal, as you know. Well, guess what? This is Dr. Fab Mancini, and welcome to the Dr. Fab Show. And on this episode, I want to talk to you about perspective. Perspective, because you see, when that chiropractor shared his perspective towards healing, it was different than mine. And I could have rejected it. I could have said, you know what? I thought that you were just going to be like all the other doctors and you were going to give me some anti-inflammatories and some painkillers. But he didn't. He gave me a chiropractic adjustment and it changed my life. I want you to really think about this word perspective, because it's one of the essentials that would allow you to know how it is that you're viewing the world. So I want to share with you 3 things and how I keep my perspectives in check. The first one is I need to remind myself that my perspective is my perspective. It doesn't mean that I have to assume or expect that other people have the same perspective. And you see what happens a lot of times? Most people get into arguments because they have different perspectives. And your perspective is maybe based upon your training, it's maybe based upon your experiences, or maybe even based upon the environments that you were raised in. So that's entitled to you. But let's say that now you go into a different country, into a third world country in which the perspective is totally different. It doesn't make it right or wrong, it just makes it different. So I want to make sure that whenever you find yourself judging other people's perspective, give yourself a check and say, you know what? Let me see if I can learn something from somebody else's perspective. But also be very clear as to what your perspective is. Be open-minded, because you know what? I know that you have the opportunity to expand that perspective to be global. And that's really the people that really transcend to higher dimensions. Right now, if you ever had an opportunity to be limited in your perspective, I want you to write it down for me in the comment list, because I want to learn from it and maybe I'll give you some suggestions. The second thing is the fact that you have to be open to the perspectives of other people. I want to make sure that you learn from everyone out there. When we go into a relationship, we spend so much time courting somebody because we like the things that are different about them. And then we marry them and we want to make them just like us. Where is your perspective then? You are not expanding your perspective. I want to make sure that you maintain perspectives that are different than yours. Listen to them. Pay attention to them. If you are a particular religion, hang out with somebody with a different religion, so maybe you get a different perspective about what religion means to them. If you're in a political affiliation, go out there and hang out with somebody with a different political affiliation. If you're in an industry in which you feel other people are competitive, go out there and find out what they do and see if you can learn from them. Learn from the perspective of other people. And lastly, I want you to look for the good in everything and everyone. You see, your perspective should be positive. Always positive, because what you focus on is what you're going to attract into your life. So I want to make sure that you develop a perspective that is very good in everything that you do. That means that you're going to filter that experience with a positive lens. Or anyone that you meet out there, regardless of how maybe they may not be friendly or they may not be kind or they may not be pleasant to hang around with, I want you to filter them that everyone is good out there. That should be your perspective. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, perspective is critical for success. Write me down how you feel that you can change your perspective. I'll see you in the next episode. And I hope that you continue to watch these episodes, because you know what? Every single day that I do this, I think about you. I care about you. I love you. And I want you to be the best version of yourself. I'll see you on the next episode. Hi, this is Dr. Fab Mancini, and we're having so much fun right now. And I know you like to have fun, and I love to have fun. I want you to click right here right now, and I want you to go and look at some of our other videos that we have. Also, I want you to click right here and share. Share this information, this episode, with as many people as you can in your life. Lastly, I want you to click right here and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So every single week, you get an announcement that you have another video like this waiting for you to help you live the life that you deserve. I'll see you soon.